Good morning, class 11A. I am Miss Eshu. This is video number 7, part 1. Today we have a subtopic smoking in the topic gas exchange in mammals. The references are the course book, page 181 to 188. So let us start. Smoking. We know very well about the smoking. It generates major health problems because of the ingredients that are present in it. So here you can see the smoking and health. This is the plant. After cultivating, there will be harvest and then they will be make it dry and make into powder. Then they will make like this cigarettes. This is making our health damage. Okay, so the ingredients that are present in this are carcinogenic, aromatic hydrocarbons in the tar. Okay, the addictive nature of the nicotine and the presence of carbon monoxide. When all the ingredients get burned, that time when we inhale that smoke, this will be reach delicate body cells and damage our body parts, the major organs. The name of the scientific name of this plant is Nicotiana tabacum. This has origin in Central America. By the 15th century, the tobacco leaf had reached Europe mostly to the smoked in pipes and as cigars, but increasingly considered a cure-all for many common conditions. Only with the mass production of cigarettes and the invention of the match in the 1800s did this form of smoking become available to many. It had become easy and affordable. If we observe the composition of the cigarette smoke, it is containing more than 4,000 substances in fact. So, however, to understand the danger to health that cigarette smoke poses, we shall focus on the following components. What are those? Those are mainly tar component. That means carcinogens in the tar component, and the next one is nicotine. The third one is carbon monoxide. So, if we see the component that is carcinogen in the tar, of which there are at least 20 different types we have. Particularly harmful are certain polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and nitrosamines. Remember that carcinogen is any agent that may cause cancer by damaging the DNA molecule of the chromosomes. Such mistakes or mutations of different types may build up in the DNA of body cells exposed to these substances. So, eventually, the smokers are find in increasing hard to quit the habit because of this nicotine. It will stimulate and relaxing drug which on entering the bloodstream is able to cross the blood-brain barriers. In the brain, it triggers the release of dopamine and the natural neurotransmitter substance associated with our experience of pleasure. Long-term exposure to nicotine, eventually it will becomes to have the reverse effect. That means it actually depressing the ability to experience pleasure. Okay, the smoker will feeling the pleasure to have it. So more nicotine is used, that means needed to satisfy, and cigarettes become addictive. It is as addictive as heroin and cocaine. So the third component of the cigarette is carbon monoxide. It is a gas that diffuses into the red blood cells and combines irreversibly with hemoglobin. In the smokers, the blood is able to transport less oxygen. The strain this puts on the heart and circulation is most apparent during physical activity. Okay, so that is why the carbon monoxide also promotes the release of damaging free radicals and makes platelets and neutrophils stick together. So this is the difference you can see in the smoker's blood. And also we need to observe that, we need to remember, cigarette smoker when they are smoking, the near people who are not non-smoking people are affected more than the smokers, because when they release the smoke into the atmosphere, it reaches other people too when it escapes from the glowing tip into the surrounding air. These later fumes normally have a higher concentration of the toxic ingredients, and it is this mixture that others inhale. Okay, that is called passive smoking. That is, the passive smoking has itself been shown to be dangerous also. Two of the major diseases that are directly induced by cigarette smoke are chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD we say, and lung cancer. We will review each in turn, focusing on the effects of tar and carcinogens in tobacco smoke as the causative agents. So here are the disorders of the respiratory system. These are the main things we need to note it down. First one is the asthma. It is a severe allergic reaction in which contraction of the bronchioles makes breathing difficult. This is the asthma disease when we have it is by the respiratory system, disorder of the respiratory system. It is making very difficult to breathe for the patient. And the next one, bronchitis. It is an inflammation of the lining of the bronchial tubes. The passageways to the alveoli become swollen and clogged with mucus. So by that, no diffusion will be taking place. Okay. So next, emphysema. This is the lungs lost their elasticity, deterioration of the lung structure. Next, pneumonia. Alveoli become filled with fluid. So the alveoli becoming filled with fluid means there is no air gap to enter the air and come out the air. That means there is no process of diffusion takes place, so caused by bacterial or viral infection. Okay. The next one, lung cancer. It is a disease in which tumors form in the lungs as the result of irregular and uncontrolled cell growth. Okay. Now open your notebook and take down all this disorder for the respiratory system. Now let us see the comparing between normal lung and emphysema. Here you can see this is the normal lung tissue and this is the emphysema. The cigarette smoke reaching the lungs stimulates the secretion of viscous mucus by the goblet cells, and that at the same time inhibits the movement of cilia also in the epithelium lining the airways. The result is that mucus, in which dust and carcinogenic chemicals are trapped, accumulates in the bronchioles. By this, the smallest bronchioles may be blocked off and results in chronic bronchitis, the symptoms of which are long-term cough with phlegm, that means mucus, has a gradual onset but is of long duration. The bronchi are inflamed and produce excess mucus which ultimately has to be coughed up, leading to recurring attacks of coughing. As the disease persists, the bronchioles will be getting narrow and breathing becomes very difficult. The airways are narrowed by the mucus, but unlike asthma, where the narrowing of the airways can be reversed, here the narrowing is progressive and not fully reversible. Cigarette smoking is the most important cause of chronic bronchitis, but other forms of air pollution and some respiratory infections may be the cause of some cases. When we compare the normal lung to the emphysema, here you can see there is no elasticity in the alveoli because they are making holes, small holes, and after that it is losing the elasticity by their becoming into large holes. Okay. Emphysema is the disease in which the walls of the alveoli lose their elasticity. It results in the destruction of lung tissue within time. This is because such lungs now contain large number of macrophages accumulate from the blood circulation. These phagocytic cells release a high level of normal hydrolytic enzyme that break down elastic fibers of the alveolar walls. By that, these will be failing elastic fibers. The air sacs are left over inflated when air becomes trapped in them and they fail to recoil and expire air properly. So there is a difficulty to expiration when they come inside the lungs and they have no elastic fibers. That means they cannot resend the air. That means they cannot expire the air properly. So the destruction of air sacs can be halted by stopping smoking, but any damage done to the lungs cannot be reversed. So that is why making the hobbies should be maintained properly. Whatever the hobbies we are starting, it should be encountered. That means it should be clear-cut information, then only we can make any hobbies. So this is the smoking hobby is in other words we can say damaging our body by ourselves. So this is all for in part 1, and we will be discussing lung cancer and the other things in the part 2 section video. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Meet you in the video number 7 part 2. Thank you.